Good morning. How are you all today? I know a lot of you have joined in. We had 37 people booked into this webinar today, and I know a lot of you have joined in to get the recording. So welcome to those people who are live. Julie, I can see you here. Welcome. And welcome to those people who are jumping onto the recording. So today we are here talking about TikTok. So maybe you've got download the TikTok app and you've had a look. Maybe you're sort of saying to yourself, oh, is this really a thing? Do I need to do this? I'm trying to do everything else. Is it useful for me? So what I'm going to do today is give you a little bit of an idea about TikTok, show you exactly how to set up your TikTok account and what to actually do on it, what to say. And I'm going to preempt this by saying that in my skincare company, I'm actually getting more sales from TikTok at the moment than any other platform. And I'm on quite a few platforms. So let me share my screen with you today. I present in Canva. I do lots and lots of teaching on Canva as well. So you might want to jump onto one of those things, and you can even do your TikToks on Canva. It's not the best, it's not ideal, but you can do TikTok on Canva. So TikTok for Business, a step-to-step guide. So let's just have a little think about TikTok and a few statistics for you. So in 2022, TikTok was the most downloaded mobile entertainment app, third across the board. So if you're thinking about this, there's 3 apps that were downloaded mainly in this year, at the beginning of this year. Service Victoria and Service New South Wales with the biggest population, and we had to download those to use the QR codes to get into places. So they were the most downloaded. Then TikTok was after that. So if you're really sort of thinking, is this TikTok thing really, is it going to be good for my business? The third most downloaded app in Australia in 2022. Just have a little think about that. And it's not just for 13-year-olds or younger generation that want to dance in front of it or lip sync. I've got quite a large following on my TikTok now, and I've done one little dance like that, one little jig, not too much, and I don't think I've done any lip syncing at all. So you don't need to do any of that to grow your following. You just need to be you. So another little statistic, 55.3% were females and 44.7% were males. So quite a, even range. So who am I to actually tell you what to do? We haven't met before, hi, my name is Victoria. I have been teaching small business owners for quite a number of years how to use social media to grow their businesses, but I practice what I preach. So I have owned bricks and mortar stores. I own multiple e-commerce stores, and I do the marketing for them. I get in there and I do all of the marketing on Facebook. I do my own Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and TikTok. And I've done it for a number of years. It was very, very easy when I first started. It's actually a lot harder now because there's so many people on these platforms. So like I said, I practice what I preach. I'm very, very passionate about seeing small businesses grow. I am about to become, I think this week, the CEO of our local Bustleton Chamber of Commerce, so I can really help support the local businesses. I'm a Shopify and Facebook partner. I've got my Bachelor of Teaching and a few other little things underneath my belt, but most of all, I am a mum to 2 teenagers. So we're going today to talk about how to set up your TikTok business account. Now, I use social media for business. I very rarely use it for anything else. I do have a Facebook personal page because I have to in order to have a business page. But if you're thinking about coming onto here, it's a mindset shift. We want you to think of coming onto here not as a consumer, but as a business owner. If you want to consume, if you want to just, mind-numbingly scroll through all of these things, I actually encourage you to have 2 separate accounts. One for your mind-numbing scroll, for your time out, and 2 for your business. So I've only got a business account, but if you are changing that mindset and you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm actually going to use this as a marketing tool, I encourage you to set up a TikTok business account. The next thing that's really important is to let TikTok get to know you. I was teaching a live workshop last week, and people were laughing about how much Facebook knows about us. TikTok knows more. TikTok, the algorithm gets to know you very, very, very quickly. And this is imperative that you think about this from your customer's point of view. And we'll go through this a little bit more, but that's actually the biggest takeaway that I want you to get out of today's webinar, is that you need to set up your business account, but you actually need to come and watch TikTok pretending that you're your customer, so that when you start posting, your customers see your posts, or the people who are similar to your customers. And then we need to set up your TikTok profile well. We need to teach TikTok what you're all about. And then you need to actually start creating videos and posting some interesting content, and then engaging, commenting, engaging with your audience and growing your following. And then we're going to go through a few TikTok features. If you do want to follow me, my handle on TikTok is AusSenskin, which is my skincare company. So if you just wanted to screenshot this very, very, very step by step, download and open up the TikTok app. Firstly, create the personal account and just use your email, login, whatever you want to use. Make it easy for yourself. Tap the profile in the right corner and then tap edit profile. So here you're going to be adding in your picture and your logo and your bio. Now, we're using this for business, so I want you to add in the profile picture or the logo that's exactly the same as it is on all of your other platforms. So if you've got your logo on your Facebook, on your shirt, on your hat, on the side of your truck, whatever you do, that's the same logo that needs to go on TikTok. So you've got a brand consistency across all of the different platforms in order to build trust for your customers. So very important that you've got that same brand consistency across all of the other platforms, because our consumers are not silly people. They do actually go around and they sort of say, okay, well, I've seen that person on Instagram, or I've seen that person down the street, I've seen that cafe, and it links and it ties that together. So if you've got your face, great, use the same photo. If you've got the logo, use exactly the same logo across all of it. Okay. Now, the bio can be very similar as well, and you can link to other social media accounts. And then you switch that to a business account. So you tap the 3 lines at the top right corner. We call it the hamburger. Tap those 3 lines and manage your account. Switch that account to business and choose between business or creator. I chose business. So the reason why we want a business account is because sometimes it actually limits us, especially with the music that we can use. But we want the analytics that it shows us eventually. Because if I look at my analytics, I can say, okay, most of my followers are in this country, most of my followers are this gender, most of my followers are this age group. And you need to try and make sure that you're sticking with your target market. And that's the analytics that we can see. And then we can see which posts are doing better. I went into my TikTok on the weekend. I went through all of them, trying to say to myself, which posts are working, which posts aren't working. Okay, what did I do in that post to make it work? So we need to analyze our information, and that's why we need that business account. Okay, and then number 6, pick a category which best describes your brand and tap next. It might not be your exact category, but as close as you can possibly get. Add a website if you can. Sometimes you need a certain amount of people before you add that website, and email address to the profile. Now, this is what I was saying before about letting TikTok get to know you. So as a business owner, you might come to TikTok and you might start following other small businesses. You might start following other people that you know. And then TikTok's going to say to itself, that's the type of person, that's the type of content they want to see. And they'll start showing more of that content to you. Now, when you start posting content, only the people, it's TikTok sort of puts you into a box. Those people are going to see the content that you put out only to people that you're following, like small business owners and that kind of thing. So be very specific about who you follow, what types of posts you watch the whole post, because that's what the algorithm goes on, what types of posts you're liking, sharing, saving, that type of thing. Pretend that you are your ideal customer, and on your business account, start watching what they would watch. Start searching for those up the top. What are they going to watch? And then when you start posting your content, similar people will get shown that content. And I can tell you exactly why I know this, because I've put myself in the wrong box and I don't want you to do this. I'll tell you a little story about what happened. When I first started, and I said to you before, I practice everything that I preach. So I experimented on this before I came and did any sort of webinars. I actually experimented for about a year before I did these things. And so what I did was I said to myself, okay, well, what's this TikTok? What's going on? I was just starting to do some branding for the skincare company. It hadn't even launched yet. So I was just doing some research about what was going on. At the time, I was living by myself with my teenagers, and I think I had Grace and Frankie on the computer, and I'd sit down in an evening. I'd cooked dinner. Kids are often in their bedrooms doing what teenagers do, and I'd sit down and have a glass of wine, and then I'd go through TikTok and say, what is this all going on? So I was, scrolling through. And when you first start seeing TikTok, they just show you a whole bunch of random stuff. The next night, I did the same thing for about an hour or so, put Grace and Frankie on, probably didn't even watch it, was just on the background. Teenagers were in their bedrooms, probably sat down, had a cup of tea or a glass of wine. The next night, I came back, and that was only, maybe an hour of testing, of researching. The next night that I came back, the only thing that was coming up in my feed was single females, over 40, who liked drinking wine, and quite a few sort of lesbian things as well, because there was no male voice where I was, I guess, I'm assuming. So TikTok put me in a box so fast, it wasn't funny. And they put me in an American box. Yeah, it is. It's hilarious. So that's exactly what happened. So they put me in an American box, and which was quite good for me, actually, because we were only meant to be selling my skincare in America. So that's actually the box that I was trying to get into. It was over 40s females who were, who lived in America. Unfortunately, I had to pivot that business because shipping costs just went nuts, and we had to actually start selling in Australia. So I'm still almost a year and a half later trying to get my content, back into Australia. And I'm actually having to work really, really hard at that to get myself out of that American box and actually put myself into Australian box. It's working, but I'm really having to work very, very, diligently on getting myself into the Australian market. And in saying that, the Australian market isn't as huge as the American market. So for your situation, for your business, it actually might be really good for you to think about, it's not huge in Australia at the moment, as it is in America. This is a really, really good time for you to get in there. So I just want to let you know about that story, because it really does put you in a box very quickly. So when you're sitting there and you're grabbing your TikTok, please have that little silly story in the back of your mind to say, okay, I'm going to come to TikTok as my ideal customer. What are they going to be looking at? With my skincare stuff, they're going to be looking at beauty. They're going to be it's weird. They look at pimple popping videos. That's the one that went viral on mine. So I know that that's what they're looking at. You know, they're looking at my aesthetic is very, very, oh, have I got it somewhere? I've got it at the back there. It's navy blue and white. So there's a whole coastal grandmother, you know, trend going on at the moment. So I can very easily put myself into that scenario, looking at the coastal grandmother things. So you've got to know your customer very, very well. Think about that when you're coming to TikTok and you're starting to scroll. If you want to look at something else entirely, just set up a different account. You can have multiple accounts on that. Just set up a different account and start looking at it. Okay, so Kathy says, does that mean we search Australia if that's where our customers are? Absolutely, perfectly spot on, Kathy. That's exactly right. I want you to start following Australian customers. I want you to start following Australian, you know, start following Australian news. You know, oh, what have I started doing? I've just started following a lot of Australian TikTok creators and liking and commenting, and then following some of their followers. And that's the type of thing I'm doing to try and get myself into Australia. So if your customers are in Australia, follow other Australians, and it will teach TikTok then who to show your content to. It will teach TikTok where you are. Okay, dokes. If you're all over the place, follow other people as well. But yeah, just really try to push that. I started selling this morning. I set up a system to start selling in New Zealand. So my next strategy is to start getting into New Zealand TikTok as well. Okay, so this shows TikTok what you are, who to show content to, and you get research on your competitors and see what's working for them. So really, really interesting. I wouldn't necessarily have two business accounts if you were just doing it as a consumer. On the other side, I would have a business account and a personal account. So Jackie's saying, if your customers are only local in your town, is there any benefit to pushing TikTok? We're a service-based business in Cairns, so you have to be living here to consume our services. Jackie, I'd start speaking to your people. I'd start speaking to your customers, and I'd start asking them which platform they are on predominantly. A lot of people watch TikTok and don't tell anyone. It's like a guilty secret that they've got. So just start asking them, just sort of say, you know, Jackie, you could say, I was watching this TikTok webinar the other day. Are you on that? And just sort of start having that conversation with them. Okay, so Kathy's saying, to clarify, I have an Aussie business, but I also have a global podcast. Well, I would look to see which part of the globe your podcast is really being seen, and what part of that podcast is making you money, and where they are. Yep, 74 different countries. Are they English-speaking countries? And so you'd probably go through that as well. Even if they are seen in 74 different countries, then which one is the main one that has the most amount of people on there? Cool. Okay. Okay, set up your TikTok profile very well. So make sure that logo is clear. It's a phone app. We hardly ever watch TikToks on our desktop. So it's a phone app. Make sure it's clear. If you've got words at the bottom, make sure the words actually sit within that circle, and make sure it's very clear. Consistent branding across every single thing that you do. Website, all of your other platforms. You only have 80 characters to use in your bio. So it needs to be very concise and have a very clear call to action. You might not get a chance to have a hyperlink in there yet, but you can put in there, for more information, you know, go to, and actually just put your address in there, or your email, or whatever you want in there. Make the website your exact link for where you want people to go. So don't make them fluff around. So if you want people to book in with you, put your booking link in there. Don't put your homepage of your website. Does that make sense? So TikTok's fast. It's a fast app. They you know, people on TikTok expect very, very, very quick reactions. If you make someone click on that link and then they have to go there and then they have to find you here and then they have to find you there, you've lost them. Make it very, very easy for them to actually get to your content. And that could be a link tree or a milkshake. So that could be a system where you set up where you've just got a landing page and you've got very clear links to, like, buttons, call to action buttons about where to go. Now we're going to get into what it actually looks like. Now, once I taught this webinar and someone said, well, my screen isn't black. The reason this screen is black is because I took a screenshot with my phone on the desk so that there wasn't anything behind it. So you could actually see all of these bits and pieces that are here. Okay, so that's why mine is black. Your screen will show what you're looking at, or if you've turned it around, it will show your face. Okay, so how to actually make your content. We click on the plus button on your homepage, and then you can either choose a camera, a story, or a template. Now, this changes sometimes, and it also changes sometimes depending on how long you've had the app for, or if you've updated the app, if you've got the latest version of it. So if yours doesn't look exactly like this, it's okay, but this is the main things around it. Okay, so let me just check up here. So you can choose, down here is where you're actually going to press, and you can choose the length. You can say, is it going to be 15 seconds? Is it going to be 60 seconds? Is it going to be 3 minutes? And some people, I think, have access to even longer than that now. I don't think I've got access to that yet. So if you choose 15 seconds, it doesn't have to be 15 seconds. It can be 3, 5, 7 seconds. A lot of videos that work very well are 5 to 7 second long. Okay, but the algorithm likes the watcher to watch the whole thing. Okay, now there's little tweaks and tricks that we can do to sort of trick the algorithm here. I'll go into it now, but it might not make sense, but I'll go into it now because we're here. If you make so this is a little hack for you. If you make a video and it lasts for 4 or 5 seconds, but if you write a long description, someone will watch that video and they'll click on the description if they think it's really good. And while they're reading the description, your video is actually repeating, playing, repeating, playing, repeating, playing. That teaches TikTok that someone has watched your video over and over and over and over. And that's really, really good. So that's a little hack that a lot of people do. And just recently, TikTok has allowed us to write a lot more in our description. So that's a little hack for you if you want to do that. If you've got something really interesting to say and your people really like listening to quite a lot of you talking to them, or if you've got a vlog, a video blog, a vlog, and you've actually pieced together quite a few videos, you can make it quite long. Okay, so we've got this button here to actually press to say yes, this is what I want to do. These are the length. This up here is the speed. So when it's on 1, it's just the normal speed as we are here, or you can slow it down or you can speed it up. Over here, you've got effects. Now, some people use effects all of the time. I've seen one lady, she does tarot card readings and she uses effects every single time, and it's quite fun. It's really, really cool. For my skincare company, if I use an effect, if I used a beauty effect, that's cheating in my eyes, because those effects can make you look absolutely and utterly amazing. But what happens is that when you video it, it tells the people which effect that you have done. So if I've got in there, if someone says I've got a beauty effect and I'm like, yeah, look at my skin, isn't it gorgeous? That's cheating. So I don't tend to use effects too much at all. Every now and then on a Friday night or a Sunday, I'll put a silly effect on and I'll just have a bit of a play with it because TikTok likes you using their system. So I'll have a little bit of a play, just a, silly Sunday fun thing, because some of those effects are actually heaps of fun. So you can have fun with them. So that's this one. This one is upload. So you can already upload you can upload the things that you have already filmed. You can actually have like a set of pictures, or you can put in a video that you've already uploaded. I do that quite regularly. If I'm on a walk with my dog, or if I've seen a beautiful flower, or if I go and have a chat to the sheep or something, I'll have a video of it. And then it's just, 5-second video. And then I've got lots and lots and lots of content that I can use when I've got time to create my TikTok. That is your camera roll, that there. Okay. Now, these icons down the side, some people tell me that they're on their left-hand side, mine are on my right. This is the flip, so it's just flipping the camera around so it is facing you or it's facing them. This is the speed, again, very similar to this down here. It's whatever speed you're on here. This is the retouch. It gives you a little bit of a filter over the top. These filters, I've never seen anyone use them. You can have a go. This timer, I really, really like this timer because it gives you a 3, 2, 1, and then it starts filming. And it sort of stops that whole process of, you coming back and the thumb and that kind of thing. So I actually quite like that. Also, it gives me a chance to take a breath. It's like, okay, now I'm going to talk. So it prepares me to do that. So I quite like that. This Q&A, it's a bit funny. This Q&A gives you a chance to put a little bit of a picture on the screen with the question. So that's questions that people have asked you in your feed. Now, if people haven't actually asked you, it actually just gives you ideas that you can put up there as well. And obviously this is your flash down here. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Now, on the previous one, you would have seen add sound. You can also add sound here as well. So when we're thinking about adding sound on TikTok business account, we can add sounds that are royalty-free. So it doesn't give us all of the sounds that you could possibly use on a personal account, all right? So people use Trend Talk. It's another app. People use Trend Talk to get the trending sounds, but some of those sounds we can't use because they're not royalty free, and we're using it as a business and we may be making money out of that. So just to keep you safe, it will only give you the options of the sounds that you can use on that business account. It actually won't give you any other sounds that you can't use. So don't stress too much about that, but I'm just letting you know that the reason behind that, because some people might say, I really want to use this sound, and you're not allowed to. Okay. So I've seen some people really want to use that sound and actually just flip their account back to a personal account so they can actually use that sound, and then they flip it back to a business account again. Think about how ethical you want to be with that. Okay. Now, with that sound, if you're watching another person's TikTok and you say to yourself, I could do something with that sound, I really like that song, or I really like that, you can actually click that sound. So when you're watching TikTok, there's a little tiny circle at the bottom corner of the TikToks. If you click that, it tells you the sound that they're using. And you can save that sound in your favorites so that when you come back to creating your TikTok, you can use that sound. So when you're going through TikTok, you'll start hearing some sounds all of the time, especially some of the sounds that are talking sounds. You can click that, and it's the trending sounds at the time. TikTok loves you using those trending sounds, and then you can use that sound for your video. Okay, So like I said, this is where you speed it up. This is your uploaded, pre-recorded, and this is your Frex down here. This camera and story and templates, that I think these templates are useless. I don't think I've seen anyone ever use these templates, but you're welcome to. And they've brought in stories, but again, I don't really see too many people using them. Okay, then you click onto the next one. And I just want to bring your awareness to this little red part of your button. That means that you've recorded that much. You can actually record all of it, but I just want you to bring your attention. You've recorded that much, so that's 3 seconds. You've recorded that, and then you can record more, and then you can record more, and then you can record more, but you don't have to. That's just to show you how much more you've actually got to go when you're recording. Okay. And so record, great, that's your 3 seconds. Yes, I love it. Click the red button, or I hate it. I'm going to start that again and click the back button, and it will say, do you want to discard that previous video? And you say yes, and then you can record it again. All righty. So you go, and then you say, yes, that's next. This is the next one that you get to. So again, this is a black screen because I just wanted to show you, but what you will have is your recorded video there. This is where you add your text. So you'll see that people have text on their screen. Sometimes that is just the captions. If you click captions, it will transcribe everything that you've been saying. Now, it doesn't transcribe Australian language very well. So when you have clicked this captions, it will give you the chance to actually go into this transcription and change the spelling. So I do encourage you to read through that and to see. Whenever I've done that, it says gonna all the time. So clearly I don't articulate going to very, very well, but I don't want it to say gonna on there. So I actually go in and change it in there. So captions is just the transcription of what you're saying. If you wanted to add text, this is where you would put that. Now, I just wanted to bring your awareness. When you add text, you write it, you can change the font, you can change the color, you can change the background of it. Then, if you want your text to appear and disappear, or appear and, come back, you press your finger on the text, and it gives you a little drop-down menu. It says you can either edit it, so you can change the spelling or change it, but it says in there duration. So if you click on duration, it will allow you to have the text come on at particular times in your video. And I really, 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 really encourage you to make one of the most simple TikToks you can possibly make. You standing there, don't even need to say anything. You standing there, your beautiful smiley face standing there saying, and then press stop. That's all I want you to do. It doesn't need to have any sound. So you're standing there, you're saying hi, and then you put your finger here. Now, we record that first. That text, you write the text, you click it there and you say, hi, my name is Victoria. You make it stay for when the finger is here. When the finger moves, you make that disappear and you make the text appear here and introduce yourself a little bit more. Then that disappears. When the finger comes here, introduce yourself a little bit more. And then you have a call to action there, how to contact you. So you're not even saying anything in that post. It's a very, very simple one to start with. And I actually encourage you, even if you've been on TikTok for ages, I actually encourage you to do one of those anyway, because you're going to get new followers over the time anyway. So it's a really good idea to continue introducing yourself. So the way we do that, video yourself, make sure you've got a nice clear background behind you, stand to the side a little bit, just video. Click stop. Then put the text in there. So this is the text here. Hi, my name is Victoria, where that first finger is. I own a skincare company, AusIndustry. I'm a mum of 2 teenagers. Check out my website for more information. Okay, so very, very, very easy of what you can do. Just introduce yourself. TikTok is about branding yourself, getting people to know you and getting people to know your company. We don't have to get very, very personal on that. Just tell people what you're comfortable with them knowing. Don't have to get too personal about it. And in saying that, that reminds me, I was watching a business owner do basically that the other day, and she had a bra hanging up behind her. Her business had nothing to do with underwear. Take it, just have a little look around you. Is it relevant to your business? Usually have your products in your business or your branding in the background, but just have a little look around you. Are you being cyber safe? You know, you don't want to be taking a video in front of your house unless people are coming to your house as your clients. You don't want to really, you know, if you don't want your kids in there, don't put their school uniforms in the background. Just be a little bit cyber aware always. Okay, so in saying that, let's have that's your text. That's how you pop the text on and you make the text come and go. This stickers is fun. Stickers is fun. You've got a whole bunch of stickers that you can use, and you can make them come and go exactly the same as the words. You can move them around the screen. You can pinch them open. You can pinch them shut. You can make them look really interesting for your customers. This effects, have another look at that. See if you want to make it go fast or slow. Filters again, yeah. This adjusts clips. You might have a video that's actually quite long and you actually just want to have a little snippet of it. That's a really good place to adjust your clips. And because TikTok's such a fast place to be, you don't want to have a lot of, I can't think of the actual word that they use, but like a lot of downtime, a lot of no noise. You need it to, you know, like if you don't want to come in and go, hi, my name's Victoria, because there's nothing at the beginning and people just thumb scroll very, very, very quickly and they'll just go away. So have no noise. I'm going to have to come up with something a lot better than that. Okay, privacy settings. And then underneath here, you've actually got a few other bits and pieces that you can go through and see. And then click next and you'll come to this screen here. Okay, so you can select a cover if you want to. Your description is exactly what it is. Think about your description. A really easy way to think about a description is your hook. You need to hook them in to start with, which is usually a question of a benefit or a pain point. The next one is your expertise or teaching them something, educating them, giving them some ideas. And the next one can be a call to action. So just think about that as a little bit of a script. Really good to have a long one at the moment, like I said, so people can actually want to read it and they can get to the bottom, watching your video a couple of times in the background. Fabulous teaches the algorithm that your content is very, very interesting and it gets shown to a lot more people if that happens. Hashtags, use hashtags. Hashtags are very, very important on TikTok. TikTok has been standing out as a search engine. So you need to make sure that your hashtags are something that your customer would be searching for, and it teaches TikTok who to put your content in front of. So the beauty about TikTok, I should have said this right at the beginning, the beauty about TikTok is that it's not like Facebook, where on your Facebook business page, only the people that are on your page get to see it. TikTok shows your content to thousands of other people that don't know you, that aren't following you. That's the beauty of TikTok. It's getting you a huge new audience. And the way that we teach TikTok who to show our content to is what we say in our videos, what we put in the description, and what hashtags we use. So very, very important to use specific hashtags of what your customers are going to be searching for. All right. And I put in, hashtag Australia, hashtag Australian made, that type of thing as well, so that I can be very specific. With tagging people, I've not used this. With ad links, not particularly relevant in Australia at the moment, I don't think, but your company might be different. You might find a link in there that you want to. I always put allow comments. You'll find that some very, very big content creators turn those off because, as we all know, there's, people can make nasty comments on there. So just keep in mind your own mental health when you do that. This allow duet and allow stitch. So duet is when you watch a video and you say to yourself, I'm actually going to duet that. So you can click on there and you say duet. That video sits next to you on the same video. So you'll see it all the time. You'll see one video on the side and then you watching it on the next video. That actually works very, very well. And that's what worked with me. And that's what works with me with the going viral, doing that. What a trick that I did with that is I searched the hashtag that I knew was going to bring up something that was that my customers would be watching. I found the most watched video in that hashtag, so I know that it was a watched video. People loved watching it, and then I duetted that because I knew that it was already a video that people wanted to watch. So little hack for you. And that's the one that went viral. I actually have tried that again with the same one. It didn't work as well, but it still did work. So Julie's saying, is that okay to do something completely different from brand, just to have a brand break? Yes, you can, but I would try to stick with very similar content for what you're doing. You can always try something different to show your personality, but I would try to keep some sort of consistency in there. So I don't always post skincare stuff. I post me walking in the bush but that links back because all of our ingredients is Australian, native bush products. So try to keep some sort of brand consistency in there. Oops, let me just shut that. Okay, the stitch is the same. Somebody else's video comes up first and then your video comes up next. So with those duet and stitches, I wouldn't actually use a competitor's video because you're pushing more people to your competitor. But if you've got something that is in alignment with yours, it's a really great way of getting content out there. Okay, I'll just click on that. Cool. Okay, and then you click post. I want you to draw your attention to this drafts as well. So most of my content gets made in one batch. I make about 7 in one go from the videos that I've been taking throughout my week. I save them in the drafts so that every day I've got something to post out. And I'm not sitting here actually creating anything. So that's my way of, it's not scheduling, but they're there waiting. And, if I'm really busy one day, I know I've got a draft and I can push it out there. If I can't be bothered, if I'm not in a creative mood, if I'm tired, if I'm grumpy, anything like that, then I've got those drafts that I can flick out there when I need to. Okay, so that's your drafts. When you post, it's posted. You can delete it. But it is out there once you post it. So I wanted you to bring your awareness to what it actually looks like. So engaging your audience and growing your following. So we've got our link here. You've got your edit your profile. That's how you change your things. You've got your logo in here. That's the handle. I've actually changed my handle to have my name in it so that it's a bit more personable, that people can start getting a little bit more connected to my brand and who I am. And that's from advice on me looking at other TikToks as well. Then you've got your home, your friends. That's your plus button of how you start. This is what I want you to bring your awareness to. That's where your drafts sit. So if you're in your homepage, that's where your drafts sit. They'll all be in there ready for you to flick out whenever you want. Okay, just got something in there. So Brian's asking, how do TikTok compare to Reels, Shorts, etc.? Yep, so Reels were brought out in reaction to TikToks. So Reels are Instagram's version of TikToks. So Reels are the best performing at the moment because, sorry, we're talking about Instagram Reels. Instagram Reels are the best performing at the moment because they are in direct competition with TikTok. You will find that it wasn't on the other page, but TikTok's a little bit tricky, gets a little bit sneaky with it. TikTok is in direct competition with all of these other platforms. TikTok is not owned by Meta. It's not owned, it doesn't have any existence with Facebook and Instagram. It's in direct competition with YouTube, Shorts, Instagram, and Facebook. And so it's been actually quite cheeky because it says to you, do you want to post this to Instagram? And actually gives you a direct link and a button so that it's so easy for you to post your TikTok to your Instagram, and the TikTok logo is all over it on Instagram. Now, Instagram has come out and said we hate that. So those posts won't get shown to many people at all if you've got your TikTok logo on it. But TikTok actually make it very, very easy for you to do, which is an incredibly good marketing from TikTok to make that happen. Yep, my Reels perform fairly well. Yep, 1,500 views per day. It depends on how many followers you've got on Instagram, but you could probably say you get about 5 times that amount on TikTok. Okay, so this is very, very simple. This is actually a paid ad. You can see that it's sponsored, but I wanted to show this to you just so you can see how incredibly uncurated your posts need to be. So when I'm saying uncurated, they don't need to be pretty. It's best if they're not pretty. So this is just, I have no affiliation with this brand. I don't even know who they are, but I just had a look at it just to show you. So they've got, you know, how to get my kids into bed 15 minutes or less. Now that's a really, really good thing to, you know, for parents to know. Oh, how do they do that? So that's a really good hook. Okay. And then it tells them exactly what it is. So that would be coming and going. It's sponsored, but it's just got, you know, these 2 little kids being cheeky and going to bed. So this is what I want to show you, just how uncurated it needs to be. This is the little sound down here. Remember how I was saying there's the little picture of the sound down on the bottom right corner? That's the picture of the sound down there. So if you wanted to use that sound or that audio, that's what you would press. Okay, so Julie's saying, I'm in Northern Territory and my business is pinch of salt. I do dips. Yep, cool. Thanks, Julie. Popped in there. So welcome everybody in the comments to pop in where you're from and what you're doing. Okie dokes. Okay, so here's some ideas. I don't want you to do every single one of them. I want you to just say, great, I think I can do that today. Just one. And then I'm going to perhaps try another one. So you're welcome to screenshot this. There's 3 of these pages. You're welcome to screenshot this. Like I said, the first one I really want you to try is the introduction. Introduce yourself. Maybe do a day in the life, bit of a vlog. Then have a play with the duets. Like I said before, go into the search bar, pop in your keyword, see a video that isn't your competitors, see a video that's done very, very well, and just press duet. Sometimes on the massive videos, you can't duet them because that content creator has actually spent a long time creating that content and they don't want other people to just, use it for themselves. But sometimes that's quite good to do. So duets. You can do sped up videos of people creating. So that's actually worked quite well as well for me. I was just packing an order. I had the video camera sitting over the top and I was just packing and that went very, very well. So, and that's just a sped up video of it. Mini life hacks, if you can teach people how to do something that you do all the time that, is a really good educational tool, especially if it's around your business, great. Cooking works very, very well as well. How-to videos, people love learning different things. There's the whole entire hashtag or, hashtag bought it on TikTok or hashtag TikTok made me buy it or, hashtag learnt it on TikTok. There's so many things. I've learned that many recipes from TikTok. It's not funny. You can do product endorsements, educational videos, fun facts, just quick, easy fun facts. Listicles can be done the same as that whole introduction video that I was talking to you about. You can make lots and lots of lists of things and people have to re-watch that video over and over to actually read all the things that you've put on there. So another little hack. Some people love putting on rants and getting a little bit controversial. They'll get lots and lots of comments. They'll get lots and lots of engagement. Some people do rants just for the sake of it. I've done one rant and it made me feel gross afterwards because it was just a bit of a thing that I needed to get out of my system. But I think I actually deleted it because it didn't sit well with me once I actually got it out of my system. I didn't want it on there, but entirely up to you if you want to do that. I'm not a confrontational person, so I don't go down that track, but you're very welcome to do that. You can think about doing routines. How did you overcome an obstacle? Behind the scenes, people love seeing behind the scenes of what people are doing. I also encourage you to do meet the team. Now, if you're a solopreneur and you actually have nobody else, you might have a coffee shop that you go to all the time. That's your team. They're supplying you with coffee. What about the dog, a fur baby that comes all the time and, comes and helps you in the office? Can you take a photo of them? Challenges that you've overcome. You can react to other TikTok videos. You can do a fun commentary. Fails, workspace tour, success story. Tell us about your business name. Why did you actually name your business that? Meet your pets. Yep, good idea to do that too. Another one, why did you start your business? Packing orders and unboxing is just huge on TikTok, absolutely huge. And I've seen a lot of people say, when they actually make the order, they say, can you package this on TikTok? And then they love watching their name being read out on that. Organising inventory, listing products online, product how-to, start to finish time lapse, great for inspiration. What supplies do you need? Perhaps you've got a service and it actually needs other supplies. Tell them about it. Tell them about your best sellers. Tell them about, something satisfying, discount code, shout out to other small businesses. That's worked quite well for me. Saying a thank you, product displays, most requested service, let people know, what is really popular on your website. That mob mentality always works really well. Other people say, oh, great, I want to go there. If I haven't got testimonials here, I should have. Showing your details, showing off your products, stock updates. I saw one the other day. I follow a lady called, I think it's the Slate Lady, and she, she's got stock issues. Like we all have stock issues if we're a product-based business. And she just said, look, I'm coming on here. My supplier has told me that they've run out of the slate that I need. And I need to let you know, if you want this for Christmas, you're going to have to get in now because I can't get any more. Do you know how fast she sold out? just doing that, just by being very, very open, very vulnerable, and saying, this is the issue that we've got, sold out. So you can do that, something like that if you want to. Favorite online tools, obstacles you've overcome. I think I've said that. What you wish you knew, mistakes that you've made. Always thinking about it from your customer's point of view. What is in it for me? They're saying, what is in this for me? Am I going to laugh? Am I going to, feel connected to this person? Am I going to want to buy from this person? Why do I want to buy from this person? Why do I want to come back and watch something that they've done? I've been following one of this lady just because she was doing something interesting, but she happened to be pregnant. And now she's like 39 weeks and 6 days. And I just want to see if she's going to have this baby soon, So like, it's just, you get into their stories and you just get into them. So, I mean, I don't know why I want to. I love babies. That's maybe why I'm following her. And I wish her the absolute best for her birth. So, just sort of watching and seeing what's going on. Okay, so what is in it for me? You start thinking, your customers are saying, I'm getting on TikTok. What is in this for me? It's going to have to be interesting. It's going to have to be something that they want. Okay, so TikTok rewards consistency. Some people will say post 3-6 times a day. If you can't keep that going for months and months and months, don't do it. If you post 3 to 6 times a day and you get burnt out and completely overwhelmed in a month or even a couple of days doing that, and you don't come back and post for a couple of months, that's terrible for your consistency. If you can post once a week, start getting used to that, then start posting 3 times a week, then start posting 5 times a week, and then start posting like lots in your drafts. Great, I can keep posting. I've got used to this. I've got the videos going. I've got my duets going. I've got this happening. I've got my little social media strategy plan happening. Then do that. So it's the consistency that TikTok rewards. All righty, be yourself, have some fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. Okay, so start to finish. Is this going to play? Yep. This is just open your TikTok. It says, hi, everyone. So you're pressing the button and you're just taking a video there. Click next. Click the add audio. Click audio that you want. Change the sound if you need to.
Hi everyone, this is a TikTok to show you how to do a TikTok. Hi everyone, this is a...
Then you start adding in. This is the caption.
This is a TikTok to show you how to do a TikTok.
And you see here that you can change the spelling of the captions, like I said. Now that's got some spelling mistakes in it. So you can just click on it and you can start changing those captions. And I even made a mistake in this, and I go back and it changes it again.
Hi everyone, this is a TikTok to show you. Hi everyone, this is a TikTok to show you how to do a TikTok.
You see how it said there, edit captions? So when you click on it, it has a bit of a menu that comes up that says edit.
Hi everyone, this is a TikTok to show you how to do a TikTok.
And then you can change the background. This is where you're adding in your text. Remember how I said you can change the color, you can change the background.
Hi everyone, this is the TikTok to show you
change
how
the
to
font.
do a TikTok. Hi everyone, this is a TikTok to show you how to do a TikTok.
And that's the drop-down menu that I said. You can change it, you can move it around. And I clicked on it and I clicked duration, and see that little box at the bottom? That's when you choose which part it's going to show up on.
TikTok to show you how to do a TikTok. Hi everyone.
See how that text came and went? And then you go to the next. You write in your description. So you write in your text, your call to action, your hook content. Pop in your hashtags. I usually put in about 10 hashtags. People always ask me that, how many hashtags? And then
This is what it's currently looking like in camera.
either post it or pop it into your drafts. Yep, I'll show you a duet. It's gross. I need to warn you. Sorry, Julie just asked for the duet. Okay.
And this was a game changer. Definitely give it a go.
So just to go through some of the TikTok features, you've got your like, share and comment. So this is the like, this is the comment, this is the share, and that's the sound button that I've talked about a few times here. Okay. When you press share, you've got a chance to save the video, you've got a chance to duet it, and you've got to stitch it. Now, this is the warning that I just wanted to give you. The next slide is the one that went viral for me, one of the ones, and it's of mine, obviously I've been talking about skincare the whole time. My people like to watch pimple popping videos and skin videos, that type of thing. So this is of an earring hole that was covered over, and it's someone pushing it through. Now, I chose it because it's just been watched so many thousand times, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of, I just want to give you an idea. Now, I'm actually looking up my thing at the moment just to see how many. No, it's going to take too long. It's just continues to grow. The other thing that I wanted to bring your awareness to is this one, before I go to the gross one of mine. This is just a really, really good one as well. And it's showing a hack, but it's advertising what they've got, but it's so real. It's not a model. It's this, cute little kid of just his mum putting on some sunscreen with makeup.
And this was a game changer. Definitely give it a go. If you're not applying sunscreen with a makeup brush, you are not living. I used to struggle with Nala so much, and this was a game changer.
See how simple that is just to advertise that product? So simple. Okay, so here's the duet.
Why are these just so fascinating to watch? Even Raman's watching.
Okay, so that's particularly disgusting. Now, I showed you the reason why I posted that. Well, I told you the reason why I posted that, because it actually was, it had already been shown. Now, I did this in the car. I just got back from the beach. The dog's there, no makeup, nothing. So TikTok doesn't need to be pretty to go nuts. It doesn't. Now, when I filmed this and put it onto here, it had 2,000. I think it's had, I don't know, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots more since then. Okay, so TikTok growth strategies, post consistency. What does it look like for you? Are you able to post 3 times a day? Are you able to post 3 times a week? Are you able to post once a week? What can you do consistently? Looking at trending music, and you'll see once you start scrolling through TikTok, you'll see, the same sound coming up quite a few times. Use that. They love you using the trending music. Then have a look at other trends. You'll see people doing very similar things, and you can have a little bit of a play with those. Use the TikTok features, the stitching and the duet. Speak to your one target market. Just speak to them, because that's who's going to be buying from you. And that helps you get through the millions of people that are actually on TikTok and gets you shown to the right audience. Mix it up a little bit. Sometimes have short videos, sometimes have long videos. See what works. Have a look at your analytics at the end, see what works. Use that hook, use that emotional content or educational content and a call to action, and use very specific hashtags to grow your business and get shown to your right audience. Okay, keep it simple. Don't make it complicated. I am able to give you these webinars for free for you because we are given this opportunity by a grant from the federal government. And in that grant, you're able to get access to me for 3 hours, 3 separate hours, usually over a month, and webinars and workshops, just the same as this one. So if you've got an ABN and you're in WA, Queensland or Northern Territory, you can jump on into this program and we can have a chat. It's 7 hours of personalised business mentorship, and it's only $44. It's an absolute bargain to get into this program and have a chat. Oh, that's great. Good to get some good feedback about that. If you are eligible, like I said, you need an ABN. You do need to be registered as a for-profit business, not as a non-for-profit business. Now, there's a businessstation.link/register. If you wanted to have a chat with me, make sure you pop Victoria Yuen, Y-U-E-N, in the preferred advisor. If you don't pop anyone into that preferred advisor, you can get given to lots and lots of experts. They are very, very good. But if you did want to specifically have a chat with me, you do actually have to pop my name in there. I don't see any of this process. So that's up to you to actually set that up. So businessstation.link/register. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing and see what we're saying in the chats. Good, good, good. I'm so glad that you've been putting in your businesses, and I can see quite a few more people on now, which is great. So, yep, Brian, you will see a lot more people seeing it on TikTok if you start really getting into it. Excellent, excellent. You can you upload your own audio? So Kathy's asking if you can upload your own audio. Yes, absolutely. TikTok really likes original content, same as Instagram Reels, really likes original content. Please be mindful though, Kathy, that anyone can use that sound. So I wouldn't put in anything in there because you're doing podcasts, I see. I wouldn't put in anything in there that you don't want other people to use for free. Okay. So, Nat, I'm glad that you found that informative. Fantastic. Brian, awesome that you're in there. Appreciate all these recordings. I feel I'll watch this again, possibly again. Yes, that's great. Thanks, Julie. Excellent. Looking to expand now. Beautiful. Fantastic. What's the difference between duet and stitch? Good question. So duet is side by side and it's played at the same time. Stitch is the video playing first and then you come in after it. Okay, so it's sort of like, you know, two videos in one, but the duet, you're actually side by side at the same time. Okay. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Great. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. My apologies. We've gone over time, as I always tend to do these days. I know I speak really fast. I'm trying to get in as much as possible. David's saying the disadvantages once you've used your ABN and you want to see expert of another consultant, you have to use another ABN. Yep. And just about all of us now are on a different contract as of September the 30th, and we just about all work for ourselves again. So you can actually privately get consultants from most of us as well. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Brian. Glad you like the content. Thank you, everybody. It's lovely to see you. And yeah, excellent. Thank you very much for joining me. And I wish you the absolute very best in your business. I know it can be very, very tricky. And I wish you absolutely all the best. And I'm sure I will speak to you at some stage. And tag me in your TikToks. Let me know. Let me know what you're doing. Okay, I'll catch you another time. Thanks. Bye.